Glasshouse in Pomona, California, and it's the only venue on the entire tour that you're playing 2 days in a row. Why did you pick this venue to do that?
Oddly enough, we're not doing the second day, but we did anticipate. I don't know. I think Glasshouse is such like an iconic venue, you know, and it's such a rad spot, and we have done 2 days here before. And it's always been such a good market for us, and I think that we had a little bit of a slump on the second day, so we've been in that experience when we've done tours with, like, not to name any bands, but we've done it like when it's like 2 days that are kind of half full, and it's kind of like a morale killer. So we decided to just dump the second day. I think tonight's already sold out, so it's just gonna be like one rad show. So it should be cool.
Okay, so this tour is co-headlining with Chiodos. Are you guys alternating who closes every night?
Yeah, it's been rad. We've been going back and forth every single night, and it's been cool. I think kids are just really stoked to see the entire package. So, like, whether we've been going first or last, it's just been really cool every single night. It's been a great reaction for all the bands, so it's been rad. Cool.
So, another thing, you guys released Hollow Bodies in 2013, and the cover of the album is really, you know, gripping. So
it's pretty gruesome.
Yes, whose idea was that?
It was kind of my idea, and I was talking to our merch guy because he's very into the video game world, and he sent me the link to Danielle, and she does all that kind of graphic, really cool. It's all, you know, done on, I don't know if she does Photoshop or what she does, but whatever she does, it's crazy because I saw the before and after photos, and I was just in disbelief. But it was cool. We wanted something that was going to be a little bit of a wow factor. We didn't want something that was just going to be black and white, that was just kind of, you know, blend in with the rest of the CDs on the rack. So it came out really cool, and our banner looks sick, and it definitely kind of, it's a bit of an eyesore, but in a good way, I think.
Cool. So another thing, you guys released 2 videos from Hollow Bodies. How do you guys choose which songs get chosen for videos?
The first one's kind of unanimous. I think it's like everyone's favorite song on the record, and the second one is a little bit more strategically thought out. I think the actual song "Hollow Bodies" is it's a very good showcase for us of what that album sounds like. You know, it's got very melodic chorus. It's very heavy. It's you know, kind of got a like bounce to it. It's one of my favorite songs to play live. So it's kind of a bunch of scenarios. I think if we do a third, we'll probably end up doing "See You on the Outside," because that's more of like the single type song. So I hope we do it soon. It's kind of getting to that point where we need to start thinking about it.
Awesome. So one of the video guys you guys did release was "You Wear a Crown But You're No King." What was the inspiration behind that song?
Lyrically or?
Lyrically.
I think, well, Bo writes the lyrics. I usually kind of like help here and there, but I'm pretty sure that song's about his dad that kind of ran off when he was a kid. He kind of felt like he was entitled, he can do whatever he wants, and, you know, I think Bo had a lot of animosity that he needed to let out on that song, and I think it kind of speaks for itself. So, it's pretty cool.
Another thing, you guys have been together for almost 11 years now.
I know.
You guys have grown up in front of an audience, and you guys have gone through changes both with band members, life changes. Some of you guys are married now. How have you guys managed to deal with that? You know, you always have people.
You know, you go through a couple member changes, but we try to keep it a core. No, it's crazy, man. We used to be the little kids on tour. I was 16 when I started touring, 16, 17, so being 25 now, I definitely feel like I've been around the block a couple times. But, you know, seriously, the most important thing is just not letting your ego get in the way. You gotta keep a friendship. That's what's gonna keep your band growing the longest. Like, friendship needs to be before everything. And if you want to stay in this brotherhood, I mean, you live together, you're surrounded by each other, you make business decisions together, you make money together. It's like, it's very, you know, it's set up for failure for a lot of bands, but if you can keep that core friendship, if you start a band because you want to play music with your friends, your band's going to last. If you start a band because you want to be big and popular, you're just a flash in the pan, just like all these other bands. So I think you definitely have to have your head in the right spot. You can't be thinking about, you know, just being big and famous and all the other, you know, bullshit that comes with it. So I think us just being friends from the very beginning is what's kept us together.
Awesome. So do you guys do a lot of writing when you guys are on the road, or do you guys keep that for when you guys have downtime?
You know, we're not really big on writing on the road. We kind of, I mean, some bands can do it. For us, we just feel like we half-ass our songs when we're on the road because we're just not in a mental state where we're like, okay, we're writing music. So Elliot and I usually, you know, lock ourselves up when we're home and, like, you know, just a little spare bedroom with a, you know, our own recording setup, and that's when we write our best materials, when we're just 100% focused on the song, not, you you know, what time's catering popping up or what friends are coming out that day. So we definitely kind of leave that at home.
How do you guys warm up before you guys hit the stage?
You know, get some stretches in. I actually don't warm up at all. I probably should. I know Elliot and the guys stretch out. Elliot plays guitar for like an hour before we go on. I go on cold every single night, but I'm just, I guess, one of those guitar players that can do that. I don't know. I probably should warm up, and I'd probably be better.
So what's next for Blessthefall after this tour? Are you guys working on anything?
Yeah, I think we're gonna start writing a new record. I don't think we're gonna put Hollow Bodies at the end of its circuit just yet. I think we got a couple more tours left in us that we have lined up. But for the majority, we're off 3 months coming up. So I think Elliot and I are gonna start, you know, kind of busting out the old recording equipment again and see what we can come up with. And I guess it depends on how many songs we can get done this fall to decide when we want to go in the studio. Because we don't ever like rushing the writing, because I believe when you try writing a record 2 months, 3 months, you're going to write the same song 50 times and they're all going to sound the same. So we're kind of slow writers, but it's because we're very picky. You know, we try making sure every song is the best it can be. So I think we'll start diving into it in the fall, and maybe we'll have a release next fall.
Cool. So last question, is there anything you would like to add or tell your fans?
Thank you for supporting us. It's been crazy. Hollow Bodies has definitely been the biggest thing that's ever happened to us. So it's because of you guys that we're still here and you're watching this, and people even care about what I'm talking about right now. So yeah, thank you.